Is beating, if a man beat a woman, beat his wife, is that satanic or this is from God?
No, it's Satan.
Okay,
Whatever you just said.
it's satanic. Thank you. She agreed. The Quran says I can beat my wife.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
Can I read you a boy? Wait, can I read you a verse that says it doesn't?
You can show me a verse that says it doesn't?
Yeah, can I
Okay,
show you it
sure,
doesn't?
sure. Are you saying to me the Quran have contradiction?
No, but there's a verse that deducts your entire point if I can
Here
find
we
it.
go. This is the Quran. I'm showing you the Quran in front of your eyes. It says, beat them.
What?
This is the Quran, chapter 4, verse number 34. It says here, banish them in beds apart and scourge them.
Okay, wait, let me.
And you agreed that beating the wife is satanic.
Yes. Yeah, I just said that earlier.
Okay, but Muhammad says beat your wife.
Okay.
Not only that, Muhammad, he said that you cannot call the police for your husband if he beat the hell of you. So he said, no man should be asked why he did beat his wife. Nobody can ask him, not even her family, not even her brother, not even her dad, not even the government. لا يسأل الرجل فيما ضرب زوجته. No man can ask the husband why he did beat his wife.
Yeah, I did say it shouldn't be allowed.
No, you said it's satanic.
Yeah, I said it earlier. Yeah.
Okay, so your prophet is satanic.
I just said, yeah, I mean, I said it twice.
So now me and you, we agree Muhammad is satanic. Because what kind of teaching this teaching? Is that will make my wife better woman? Is that going to make her love me? What is that?
No.
Is my wife is an animal? You see, in America, if I beat a dog, I go to jail. A dog, a cat. So a cat or a dog in America, they have more right than you as a Muslim woman in Muslim country.
Shalom, brothers and sisters. In this video, we're about to watch a young Muslim girl called CP saying that Christians don't like the facts because when her friend called CP, the chat and Christian friends were rude to her friend, and she was like, "You Christians don't like the facts." And when CP asked her to mention one thing good about her prophet Muhammad, this young Muslim girl, she failed to mention one thing good about her prophet Muhammad. So let's go ahead and watch this video from the beginning. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. So let's dive into it.
Leany. Okay, my friend Leany, go ahead. Oh, it's not a guy, it's a girl. Okay.
Yeah, I just wanted to say he indeed did not get muted because he was being rude. He got muted because he was speaking facts, and then Christians didn't like that. But
he was
apparently,
speaking. He was speaking what?
He was speaking facts.
Facts.
Yeah, factual information.
Oh, why you
Christians
don't? Why you don't? Okay, why you don't bring him here and let us see if he was speaking facts to check if this is true or false?
Yeah, but the thing is, he said that he doesn't join these types of servers because they feed on Muslim attention, and that when his Muslim friends join, they get insulted.
You see, I think your friend is being a liar. I think, lady, I think your friend is being a liar.
And here.
Because, okay, can you give me one fact he mentioned? Just give me
I don't think my friend's being a liar.
Okay, no problem. But can you give me, okay, he refused to come here. You are here. Can you give me one of the facts he mentioned, which the Christians, they muted him for it?
I wasn't in the VC. Wow, but I mean, I do trust him, to be honest, because Christians can be quite extreme. So can Muslims, I know.
Well, what extreme? Extreme Christian is a monk. Extreme Christian is somebody love his enemy. He bless him if he curse him, not somebody will kill you. So when you say to me, he present facts, but you refuse to give us any of those facts, I don't want to accuse you of lying, but obviously you are fabricating a story then. Give me one fact. You witness it, you spoke to him. Okay, text him right now and tell him what is the fact you say to the Christians and they kick you out or they've been rude to you. We need to know the fact. Here we go. You're welcome. Are you there?
Yeah, my phone lagged out. So sorry.
So you see, it is the Muslims, like, can a Christians go to a Muslim country and give them the facts about Muhammad? They will be killed in 2 seconds. So a Muslim is complaining that he was mistreated and muted? They slaughter us in the Middle East. They burn Christians.
Yeah, but he said...
They burn Christians alive.
Said,
Muhammad, he killed the Christians for the questioning him.
Okay, yeah, but he said that people in the server like to insult other people. I believe it, to be honest.
Muslims, they insult me. Muslims, they insult me all the time. That is not a reason to retreat and run away like a coward. Here, go ahead, insult me. Call me stupid. Call
No,
me liar.
he's not running away. No, he's not running away like a coward. He
So,
knows that
so what?
25
Okay, no,
people
he's
are
running
gonna
away
make him
because
yeah.
he is refusing to come here to give us the fact.
No,
Yeah, bring him
that's not
here.
what he's saying at
Okay,
all.
so bring him here. I
You
invite
think
him.
I have the power
I
to
tell
bring him here?
him a
He's
Christian
not even
prince.
in the server
Tell
anymore.
him a Christian
You guys
prince.
probably kicked him out.
Listen, lady. Tell him a Christian prince is inviting you. Can we?
I mean, I don't know how to bring him here. I don't think he's even in the server. I think he left because the server is probably disrespectful.
Ah,
And
okay.
I kind of agree.
Well, I don't know what to do. It
Yeah, you.
look like we have to beg him to come here, right? Can you give me? Are you a Muslim?
No, I mean, I'm just learning.
Okay. So if there is one good fact he told you about Muhammad, as long he is a person of facts.
Yeah.
Give me one. Okay. What is the fact?
Wait, can you repeat it? Sorry.
He's what?
Give me a fact, Muhammad.
Yeah, give me a fact, a good fact about Muhammad. I don't want the bad ones.
I don't know the bad ones.
But you just said you are learning, so what you learned?
I didn't learn much, to be honest. I'm still in America, so I can't
Okay.
learn much.
Is it a fact? Is it a fact that Muhammad he had a child wife?
Oh my gosh, not this again.
So why?
So basically,
guys,
I would just like to
listen.
explain.
So you see, who is the one who run away from facts? Guys, oh my God, oh my God, not this again. Do you want me to take? Do you want? Are you ashamed?
I can explain the
Are you
concept.
ashamed of?
No, I'm not ashamed.
Okay,
No, I'm not
so
ashamed,
why
but
you are
this is-
saying not this
No, but-
again? Why you are saying not this again?
No, because this is like something that Christians like to point up, or Catholics.
So
whatever
what?
you wanna
We
call it, like
point
to point
out because this is what he
individuals.
did. Aren't you the one who says a Christian don't like facts? It turned to be it's you who don't like facts.
Wait, hold on. But if I could just say the reasoning behind apparently this Muhammad is a pedophile or whatever, it wasn't true.
So tell me,
I
why.
do not like
So if
pedophiles.
he is not a pedophile, why he married 6 years old at the age of 57? Go ahead.
Okay, and I can explain this. So basically, you do realize people back then used to die very young, right? So when people die young, they have to marry younger. So let's say a child in that age, it's not going to be like a child in this age. So a 9-year-old or a 6-year-old or whatever isn't like a 6-year-old or a 9-year-old we have now.
Oh.
Right? So
They die young. They die young at that time?
Yeah, they died younger. Like, so basically here, like, people can die at 70, right? Over here. But over there, in that time, they didn't die. Like, they didn't die as, it wasn't typical for like people to die at 6. I mean, yeah, sure, people still died when they were 60 and 70, but it wasn't as common.
Listen carefully, guys. So now she will die in younger age. So now we marry her at the age of 6. What that logic is about?
No, but what I said is that a 6-year-old in that age isn't the same as a 6-year-old in this age.
What is different? Like,
so when you think of it,
do you believe like? So are you saying a girl at the age of 6 at that time, she is like 25 years old now?
I'm not saying she's 25 years old, but I'm saying she's more mature. And she isn't like, she doesn't, it's not like today's age at all.
All right, okay. Listen, do you see my screen?
Oh, hold on.
Oh, let me share it with you. Give me a second.
Yeah, share your screen.
All right. What was the size of Aisha? What the size of Aisha was when she married Muhammad? She was so small, or she was
I would
big?
also like to say that there isn't like I'm pretty sure one source says she's like 9, the other says she's 16. So there's no accurate.
You see,
like it's not
you said that your friend, and obviously you're a Muslim too. You said that she was 19 when Aisha she was 19. Muhammad was dead, and as you see, Aisha she is playing with her dolls. You said to me a second ago, she is mature at that time. So a mature playing with the dolls.
Okay, yeah, but just because you play with dolls doesn't mean you're less mature.
Oh,
you could argue.
So you like how old are you now?
But I'm under 18.
You're what?
I just said I'm under 18, but still, you could still play with
so
dolls.
are you 17?
No, I'm like under, but it doesn't
So
really matter. I
do
don't think.
Do you play?
I mean,
do you play with dolls? So let us say you are 17. Do you play with dolls at the age of 17?
I mean, some people collect dolls. If that's the same
I'm not
thing.
talking about collecting dolls. She said, "I play with dolls."
It's the same thing. Come on.
I play with dolls.
Collecting, playing, same.
I play. Does it?
I mean, I've seen people do it. Hell, yeah.
Okay.
I've seen people do it.
Okay. When somebody play with dolls and she is 18 or 17 or 16, is that a sign that she is mature?
She's still legal if she's 18, 17, like you said.
What legal?
So just
What
because
are
she
you
isn't
talking about?
mature,
Listen. If there is a human being, regardless if it's short or tall, at the age of 16 or 17 playing with dolls, isn't this is a clear sign that the person have a mental issue at the age of 17?
yeah, but she's still 7 playing. You can
Okay,
still date a
so now she is
17-year-old.
6 years old playing with dolls, but you said to us, and everybody heard you, that at that time they were more mature. But obviously she's not. She is still playing with her dolls. Now, what about her size? She was so small, or her body maybe was bigger than normal? What do you think?
I'm not sure. You tell me.
I say she was so small. What do you say?
I guess that would fit the picture. But isn't it described that she had a sister and that she was a few years younger than her sister?
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure I saw
so
somewhere
Muhammad,
that
he went after the child because he is a pedophile.
No, hold on. Can I explain?
Okay,
So
listen.
basically,
This is your
Okay, so
prophet. This is your prophet,
okay.
Aisha mother. She was feeding her because she was so small, so she can send her to Muhammad. Read with me here, and this is authentic. Can you read?
Yes. Well, I mean, your screen's not really popping up, but you can read it to me.
No problem. I can give you the link. Here we go. I like it to hear it from you. Your English is better than mine. Go ahead, open the link and read it.
Where does it say her sister was more than 10 years older?
I'm not talking about the
Her
sister.
sister was
now.
a
I'm
few
talking
years
about. I
older,
did
I'm
not
pretty
mention
sure.
sister. You mentioned her sister. I am saying here
Yeah, I
that her
mentioned her
mother,
sister because
that
like
her mother, she was feeding her like a goat in order to fatten her so she can send her to Muhammad. You said to me at that time, 6 years old, they are different. As you see, it's not different. No way. I mean, it's just 1,400 years ago, not 10 million years. So she was small, and she is obviously cannot be with anyone. She is so tiny to the point her mom, she is forcing her to eat to fatten her.
Okay. And how does this?
So now she is playing with dolls. She is so tiny in her physical body. Why Muhammad at the age of 57 he go after her?
Not sure.
So you said to me that your friend he liked facts, but this is the fact. The fact is that Muhammad is a pedophile.
Okay, well, I have a quick question. Do you really think there hasn't been anybody in history that's never done this? Because it was acceptable.
I can go right now
then.
in the internet. Listen, I can go in the internet now. I can find you maybe a million names.
So there hasn't
Hold
been
on.
anybody that's done this.
Let me answer you.
That's what you're
Let
telling
me
me.
answer you. Let me answer you.
There has never been
Listen,
any
let me
man
answer you.
that
Lady,
lady,
please let me answer you. So if there is million pedophile, does not change the fact that Muhammad is 1,000,001. So it doesn't matter how many they are in history. Always now there is pedophile. Now, all the time. This is sickness. A human being, he's a pervert. So he pray like a wolf praying in a small, tiny, animal, baby animal. And this is exactly what a pedophile do. He is mentally ill. He is a pervert. So he go and he pray over little children because they are easy target.
Okay.
What? Okay, give me your opinion. What do you think?
I don't know what you want me to say. I feel
Okay,
like this
so
is
now,
the only thing that
so now we can agree. I gave you a fact. I did not mute you as your friend claimed, and you are the one who muted yourself. You said, I don't know what to say. But look what happened now. You're a prophet. He saw one of his friends. They were going to war, stealing money. So the guy, he is coming back home, and he is in rush. So he said to him, why you are at rush? Why you are running? He said, did you get married? He said, yes. So Muhammad, he said to him, did you marry a little child or a growing woman? He says, a growing woman. Muhammad, he said to him, why? Why you do such a thing? Why you don't marry a little child so she will be playing with you and you play with her? She will be amused by you and you will be amused by her. Isn't it this is what pedophile is about? So the man is married to a growing woman, and Muhammad is telling him, why you do that? And then the man, he said to him, well, my brother, he died in the attack of Uhud, where Muhammad, he attacked his tribe to steal their clothing and their product. And he left 9 or 7 daughters behind him. So I, therefore, did not approve the idea that they should bring a girl like them. So the guy, he have 7 or 8 orphan girls, little girls. Muhammad is asking him to marry someone like them. So the guy said to him, I need someone to take care of them, not one more baby. So isn't it this is obvious that Muhammad, he like baby childrens and he's a pervert?
Oh, was that a question?
Isn't it obvious when I encourage a man to go after a child, I question him, why you marry a grown woman? Why you do that? And I tell him why. Why you don't marry a baby girl so she could sport with you? What is the reason? To sport with you. And she will be amused with her. And she could amuse with you. So what is the idea of having a baby girl wife? This, to play with her, a pedophile. The guy, he said to him, well, I have 7 or 8 orphan girls from my brother, he died. So I did not like the idea of bringing a little girl like them, but I brought a woman so she can take care of them. So isn't it obvious that Muhammad is a pedophile?
If Muhammad was a pedophile or a sex offender or anything, wouldn't that mean that he would have married more than one kid?
Well, he
To
could.
be
Okay,
a sex offender,
hold
be
on.
more than one.
If he is favoring the kid, Muhammad, he says that my favorite
He wouldn't
is Aisha.
marry one kid,
Huh?
pedophile.
What?
He wouldn't just marry one kid if he was a pedophile. I don't think that's
We
really
don't
how it
know.
works.
We don't know
He
how
would
many.
target little
We don't
kids.
know how many kids Muhammad was sleeping with, but this has become an official wife for him. We have no idea if
Yeah, he
Muhammad
had
was.
like 11 or 4
No,
wives.
Muhammad, according
He
to
had like 4
Muslims, he
wives.
have more than 25 wives. So if Muhammad did not marry other child, as you say, well, I think you are even mistake there, because Muhammad, he asked for a child. She is an infant. Infant. He said when she grew little,
Okay.
she will be my wife. She just get birth. Her mother, she gave birth to her, and Muhammad, he wanna have her. So the excuse, guys, what she is saying. Well, if Muhammad is a pedophile, he will have more one. Like, isn't it enough one to prove that the person is pedophile? Is it about how many? So now the police, if somebody he is a pedophile, they will not arrest him unless he do it with many. If he do it only with one, oh, he's not a pedophile. He did it with one only. In fact, all the Muslims are pedophile because until now, Muslims, they have sex with their children because Muhammad, he said so. Is that correct?
I mean, if that's what you want to think, I guess. But you do realize Prophet Muhammad isn't the only prophet. You guys could talk about somebody else for a change. And also, to the comments in the chat, I would just like to say,
look what you did. Look
I'm
what you
not-
did. Guys, look what you did. She came here claiming that a Muslim of her friend is a Muslim. The Christian, they did not like the facts, but now you are embarrassed with the fact. You want to mute us, all of us. You want to mute the chat. You want to
How
mute
am I
me.
muting
Yes,
you?
you're
I'm not
upset.
gonna
You want
mod.
to change the topic. That's mean you want to mute me.
I'm
If you
not
have
a
the
mod.
capability. Yes, so why you are
No,
changing?
I'm
So
not a
why
mod. You
Muhammad?
physically mute
So
me.
now we agree
I'm not a mod.
that Muhammad going around in seducing his men to go after children. How you explain that to me? Why he is telling a man, a growing man, who is married and happy, he did not complain. He said, man, did not say my wife is older and she is like 20 years old like a grandma now because she become a 20. He did not complain. He's happy. Muhammad is trying to tempt him to have sexual relation with a baby girl. And what is the reason? So you can sport with her and she will amuse you and you will amuse her. You see, when I advise a man to marry this or not to marry this, if he asks me, I have no right to tell people what to marry unless a friend, he said, I want your opinion. Then I will, because he gave me the right, I will get there. But Muhammad, he is himself putting his nose. The guy is already married. So imagine how evil he is. He is making him hate the women he have already. He never complained about her. He's happily married. Thinking and tempting him to go after a child just for the purpose of playing with her, amuse you, and you amuse her. If this is not what sickness is, what is sickness? And now you will
I
say
guess
to
that's
me,
sickness.
let us change the topic because the topic is embarrassing.
Okay, yeah, but I came in here asking questions, and this Kev the Concreator is apparently saying I'm a child that's defending child marriage. Like, no, you will never catch me defending child marriage. It's called having questions because religion is very confusing.
All right. Listen, I don't know, like, you did not tell me your age. Can you tell me your age one more time?
I said I'm under 18, under 17.
Well, we cannot continue in this topic because this topic is not good for your age if you want to go more in details because Islam is very dirty.
Okay, well, either way,
You
if
see,
Islam
I
is very
said to you,
dirty.
I said to you, lady, I said to you,
Okay,
can you give me
okay,
one
okay.
fact, good fact about Muslim guys? Did I say that to her? I said to her, did we get one good fact about Muhammad? She could not find anything. Okay,
I said he was a prophet. What
what
do
is
you
the
want to know?
prophet? Okay, give me
And
the
he also
prophecy he
spread.
prophesied.
Hold,
Okay,
hold on.
Muhammad is the prophet, he prophesied. Do you want me to show you how Muhammad prophesied? You would die laughing.
Okay, well, either way, he still spread Islam to other people, so
So what?
technically
There's
he won't be
somebody
technical.
spread atheism, somebody spread communism, somebody
Okay,
spread Satanism.
but religion,
There's people worship Satan. So the guy who spread worshiping Satan is a good guy.
Satan and that are two different things. You do realize Satanism isn't really like a religion. It was more of
Well,
like
okay, let me
a
ask you.
protest.
Let me ask you. Is beating, if a man beat a woman, beat his wife, is that satanic or this is from God?
No, it's Satan.
Okay,
Whatever you just said.
it's satanic. Thank you. She agreed. The Quran says, I can beat my wife.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
Can I read you a wait, can I read you a verse that says it doesn't?
You can show me a verse that says doesn't?
Yeah, can I?
Okay,
Show you
sure,
it doesn't?
sure. Are you saying to me the Quran have contradiction?
No, but there's a verse that deducts your entire point if I can find
Here we
it.
go. This is the Quran. I'm showing you the Quran in the front of your eyes. It says, beat them.
Well, I can't see. The screen isn't,
Huh? You cannot see
the
the...
screen isn't even loading. That's fine.
Okay, give me a minute. You will,
Yeah,
you will
it's
see.
like a black
I will
screen.
give you the link. I will give you the link. Here we go. So
Okay.
this is the Quran, chapter 4, verse number 34.
I'm trying to find my verse. Hold on. Like,
All right. You see it? Do you see it? I can give you the link.
yeah.
Okay. It says here, banish them in beds apart and scourge them.
Okay, wait, let me.
And you agreed that beating the wife is satanic.
Yes. Yeah, I just said that earlier.
Okay. But Muhammad says beat your wife.
Okay.
Not only that, Muhammad, he said that you cannot call the police for your husband if he beat the hell of you. So he said, no man should be asked why he did beat his wife. Nobody can ask him. Not even her family. Not even her brother. Not even her dad. Not even the government. لا يسأل الرجل فيما ضرب زوجته. No man can ask the husband why he did beat his wife.
Yeah, I did say it shouldn't be allowed.
No, you said it's satanic.
Yeah, I said it earlier. Yeah.
Okay, so your prophet is satanic.
I just said, yeah, I mean, I said it twice.
So now me and you, we agree Muhammad is satanic. Because what kind of teaching this teaching? Is that will make my wife better woman? Is that going to make her love me? What is that?
No.
Is my wife is an animal? You see, in America, if I beat a dog, I go to jail. A dog, a cat. So a cat or a dog in America, they have more right than you as a Muslim woman in Muslim country. You can't even call the police.
Yeah, those are the Muslim countries, like what's it called?
No,
Yeah, like the
those
Middle
Muslim
Eastern
countries. Listen, Muslim countries are
Yeah.
following the teaching of Muhammad. This is what Muhammad said. No man can be questioned why he is beating his wife. So if you call the police, hello, my husband is beating me, I have bruises all over, the police will say, no, we can't question him. Why? You have the right to beat you.
Okay, but can I ask you a quick question?
Sure.
Doesn't the Bible also have very questionable verses about women as well?
Okay, can you tell me what Jesus says about wife and husband?
Well, I have a verse here.
Okay.
I think it's 1 Timothy 2:11 through 12.
Okay.
A
yes.
woman should learn in quiet and enforce submission type thing.
Women should not what?
Oh, it's right there. Let the woman learn in silence with all subduction. Subduction.
Yeah.
But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to upturn authority of the man, but to be in silence, basically.
So what's wrong with that?
So it's saying, let the woman learn in silence. What does that mean?
Well, when you read the verse, shouldn't we read the whole chapter and see? Simply, some women, they go to the church. Some women, they go to the church and they keep talking. So the man is teaching.
But that's not all
Two women. Yes, two women.
women.
This is the teaching for everybody. So the teacher are men. The women are attending the church. They are not the one who's teaching. So what they are talking? Why they are talking? So if you are talking, it's very well known that women, some women, they go and they have a chat. You know, women they have desire to talk way more than men. So the guy is teaching, and then two women are talking. So this is a teaching for women. When you are in the church, this is not about women. She's at home. A woman, she's in the church. She have to be silenced. But in the same time, The Bible never said you beat your wife. You do not need to be Christian. Okay, go, don't be Christian, and don't go talk. Don't, but not in the church. Go and do whatever you want. Don't be Christian. So when you follow the Bible says that the man is the Lord of the house, but the man, he cannot and he should not beat his wife. In fact, the Bible says, husband, love your wives. How we love our wives.
Okay, right.
Okay, hold on. Listen carefully. If we go to Ephesians from chapter 5, from 25 or 24, etc., it says, husband, love your wives, even as Christ loved the church. So the Bible make the women, for me as a man, equal to the church, and the church for us is a holy. Who is going to insult the church? Who is going to harm the church? Who is going to burn the church? So the Bible make the women as exactly as the church, and Christ, he gave himself to the church. So the Bible says, husband, love your wives even as Christ also loved the church and gave himself for it. So the Bible command the man to love one woman, not go and marry 2 and 3 and 25 and 70 and 80 and keep going changing them as if you are changing shoes. Just it, one woman. You love her. You gave yourself to her. She gave herself to you. And you, when you love somebody, you don't beat him. You don't beat her. You don't harm her. And then you do the same as Christ when he gave himself. What Christ he did? How Christ, he gave himself to the church. What does that mean? Christ, he gave his life, literally. So a Christian man is commanded not only to love his wife, but willing to sacrifice his life for the sake of this woman who he married. That is Christianity. In Islam, you are just a toy. Like you are young in age, I cannot say more. Yeah, he changed you, he married you, he married second one, third one, divorce you, text message, divorce, text message. You know, you are divorced, you are gone. That's Islam.
Mm-hmm. Wait, but quick question. So, basically, is the basically your understanding of that is that women are basically not teaching, but instead they're being loud, basically.
No, women, we
They're not,
have
like,
we have
teaching
many
kids.
places in the Bible where women, they are teaching, but women, they can teach women because simply we know that the society is now at that time, like a woman, she go, let's say, I want to send a woman to speak to prisoner to preach the gospel for them. This guy, he did not see women for a long time. He might her. A woman, she is going, like in the speaker corner, you will see a Muslim man beating a Christian woman because she's a woman. So he take advantage that she is weak physically. He beat her or stab her. So a woman is an easy target. So women, they should be teaching women like them, because men should not go to women in their private houses and talk to them. But women, she can go there, sit with women. Men, they teach in public, everybody. But women, they can go to places I cannot go to. A woman, she can go inside the room of delivery. I cannot go there. So the women, they have a duty in our church, and the man have a duty in our church. And at the end of the day, the Bible make it so clear that the man is in charge of the house. However, the one in charge of the house doesn't mean he owned the woman and she is a goat. No. As he is a king of the house, she is the queen. So the king should treat his wife as a queen, one king, not one king and tons of company, like women to sleep with him. So this is what Christianity is about, and this is what Islam is about. This is why in Islam divorce is so easy, because you have no value. In Christianity, divorce is impossible almost, unless one of them is cheating. Why? Because marriage in Christianity is a holy practice. It's not sexual. It's not about, I like this woman, I want to sleep with her. No, it's a holy thing. It's a holy practice. If you want to bring your parents to talk to me, I will be happy to talk to them. Invite them. I will speak to them nicely. The same I'm speaking to you.
Oh, my parents aren't here.
Huh?
I said my parents are out of town, to be honest.
No problem. Well, we are happy to have you. I hope you learned something good today, and you are welcome to stay with us and learn more. And anytime you have a Muslim, he complain that he have facts, I assure you, he don't. It's us who have the facts. And all the facts lead us to know that Islam is nothing but satanic, and I guess already you admitted that, because beating the wife is satanic. Why I want to beat I mean, if beating an animal considered as an evil, like even if I want to eat a chicken, I'm going to beat the chicken. We kill them, yeah, because we want to eat them, but we don't torture them. And beating a woman is a clear sign of stupidity. Why? Because you see, like this woman, she is going to be in my kitchen, she will be sleeping next to me, and now I'm making her hating me. She might kill me. She might poison me. Stupid to do that. It's like being rude to a waitress. She can piss on my dish. She can put boogers in my dish before she comes from the kitchen. You made her upset. So, and this is how Muhammad died actually. Muhammad, he made a woman so upset from him. So what she did? She gave him poison, and she poisoned him. So
I'm pretty sure he died in battle, did he not?
Huh?
I'm pretty sure he died in battle, did he not?
No. Muhammad never go to battle. He's a coward. He stay home. Since when he go to battles? Yeah, he don't. He always stay in the back. Muhammad, a woman, she got some poison from Walmart. At that time, Walmart was open.
Walmart?
Yeah. And she went to Walmart and she bought a very cheap poison for rats. And she put it for him in his food. And he died because of the poison. You know? As you
And
see.
who poisoned him?
Yeah. Read the hadith. Here we go. It's in front of you.
I don't know why it's still like a black screen. Discord is so weird. Okay.
You don't know what?
It's still like a black screen on your end, but
Okay, no problem. I will give you the
I'm
link.
also on phone.
I will give you the link. Here we go. The link is here.
Okay, thank you. Okay, let me see.
You see?
In which he died, used to say, "Oh, Asha, I still feel the pain caused by the food I ate. At this time, I feel as my being cut from that poison." Okay.
Yeah, so the poison she got from Walmart caused his death because he's evil. In fact, if you read the story, when this woman, she did that, he killed her family, he killed her tribe, he them. And then he said, why you did that? She said, well, listen, if you are a false prophet, if you are a true prophet, your God will save you. If you are a false prophet, just a king seeking money, you will die. So Muhammad, he said to her, Allah will not allow it to happen. But as you see, he said to her, oh, this is the test if I'm prophet or not? That will not happen. Allah will not allow it. But yet, Allah allow it if Allah is true God. Muhammad died by poison. Evil.
Okay.
All right.
Somebody was also asking to join in the chat, by the way.
No problem. Thank you for joining us.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Brothers and sisters, I think you have noticed how it is very hard to find anything good in Islam, and it is very difficult to defend, the behaviors of Muhammad, because it was, it's something inappropriate, and sometimes the prayer games of that time, it was different, and in this time it's not. And for example, when we say how come Aisha, how come Muhammad can marry 6 years old, how is that, how can you follow that kind of man? They play the games of, back in the time it was normal, back in the time, 6 years old were older, they were an adult, back in the time, the time is different, when this time is different, but, the games they like to play. But I think we can all agree, unless you are not a person of, logic and reasoning, just because something was normal in that time, it doesn't mean it's good. There was, for example, slavery. It took a lot of times to get banished. In the Greek times, in Egypt times, in Roman times, so slavery took a lot of centuries to get banished, and we all can agree that slavery was never good, and it was not something good for humanity. And so trying to say back in the time slavery was good, and because in this time slavery is bad, but that in the time it was normal, you will not be a person of logic and reasoning, because just because in that time it was normal, it doesn't mean it was good for humanity, because a human being is not worthy to be treated in that, in the way the slaves were being treated. They were treated like an animals, not as a human being. So trying to say slavery was, back in the time good, which is not the same as today, because in this time slavery is bad. To try to defend it is a stupidity. It's a stupidity. So that's what Muslims like to do. They play games of back in the time it was normal. But how can a 50 something years old getting married to a 6 years old of girl is normal. Never. I will never understand that. And in their heart, they know, because if you try to ask them, if Aisha was your sister, would you be okay because he's going to get married with 50 years old prophet? Would you be okay? If the, logically, honestly, they won't say yes, because they know that's an abuse. That's not, that's inappropriate. But to try to defend their prophet and to make him a good person, they will play the games of, back in the time he was, she was old. You have even saw, you in this video, how this young girl, she was saying that back in the time, people that actually he made the logical claim I couldn't understand. She said that back in the time people used to die young, so Muhammad marrying 6 years old, it's okay, but I don't understand how dying young makes you marrying a 6 years old. It doesn't make any sense for me, and it doesn't even make sense for her. So let's go ahead and see what the scripture says. Their scriptures, what it says. She said that back in the time, even though she was 6 years old, but she was she was old enough. She was an adult. But according to Sahih al-Bukhari 61330, you can see in the screen, it says, narrated Aisha, I used to play with doors in the presence of the prophet, and my girlfriends also used to play with me. So I don't understand how can an adult person, like let's say 20 years old girl, can play with doors, and that is a sign, or that is evidence that this 20 years old girl, she is an adult. If she was a 20 years old and she was playing with the dolls, that would mean that she has a mental issue, because a 20 years old kid, even let's say even 17 years old teens don't play with dolls. They can play with makeups, they can play with clothes, they do have some games they do play with, but they don't play with dolls. They are mature. Playing dolls is only for kids. So here Aisha was saying that he used to play with dolls in the presence of the prophet, and he was playing with dolls also with his friends. And you can see here at the last part, it says that the playing with dolls and similar image was forbidden, but it was allowed for Aisha at that time, as she was a little girl, not yet reached the age of puberty. This is Sahih al-Bukhari. This is not Christian sources. This is not pagan sources. This is not Jews sources. It's their own authentic, and it's Sahih. It's their own authentic, authentic scriptures, which proves how Muhammad had marriage with Aisha, who was a little girl who haven't reached the age of puberty, because she was playing with dolls. So there is no defense here. And if you're wondering where we get, where the idea of marrying 6 years old came from, it's also from Sahih al-Bukhari 5134. You can see in the screen. Narrated Aisha that the Prophet married her when she was 6 years old, and he consummated his marriage when she was 9 years old. So you see, so when Muhammad get married with Aisha, she was 6, and they had sex together. They consummated his marriage when Aisha was 9. She was still a kid. She couldn't. She was still playing with dolls, as you have saw. And how can a normal person try to defend this? Come on, guys. How can you try to defend these kind of things? They try to play games of saying at that time 6 years old he was, he was old. But how can an adult girl play with dolls? It doesn't make any sense, and we all can agree, because there is no way an adult girl can play with dolls, because only dolls are only for kids. And I don't understand how can a normal person try to defend this. The honest answer you can find from Muslims, which is not even honest, is Allah knows. But we guys know Allah doesn't. He doesn't know because he doesn't exist. He doesn't know what we Christian believe in. He doesn't know our God. He thinks we believe in the three gods, but we don't. And he thinks we believe that Jesus and his mother. We believe that Jesus and his mother are our gods. Yet no Christian believe Mary is a god or his goddess. No Christian believe in that. This proves how Allah doesn't know. He doesn't even know what we Christian believe. So saying that Allah knows, it doesn't make them. It doesn't give any answer, because how does Allah knows yet he doesn't even know what we Christian believe? So on part about wives, women in Islam, you saw Quran chapter 4 verse 34, which talks about when the husbands feel dishonesty, disloyalty from their wives, that they should banish, they should refuse to share dams on the bed and beat them. Actually, Quran says beat them, but some translation says beat them lightly in the bracket or not. For example, here this is Yusuf Ali. He says, and last beat them lastly but lightly, but this lightly is not in Arabic. It's an explanation they put in here to hide the truth, because they know beating your wife is more. They all know in their heart that it's inappropriate, but their Quran itself says if you just fear, if you fear disloyalty and you just fear, it's not even because they are dishonest. You just fear they are dishonest. You should refuse to share a bed with them, and last you should beat them. Actually says beat them. Some translation says strike them, and sometimes the women, the Muslima, when they debate with Christian Prince or God Logic, when they show them this verse, they say it says lightly, but it doesn't say lightly. And even if it was saying lightly, would any woman would any woman be proud of his husband beating him lightly? I don't think so. So this woman in this video, you saw how he tried to bring the Bible verses maybe which can look like it's the same as the Quran, but in the Bible it's different. In the Bible, husbands are they must love their wives as Christ loved the church. So this is in the Ephesians chapter 5 verse 25. You can see in the screen, it says, husbands, love your wives as Christ loved the church and gave himself up to her. So to be in Christianity, if you are a husband, and you must love your wife the same as Christ loved the church, and he decided to give his life for the church. So in Islam, if you just feel that your wife is being dishonest, you should refuse to sleep with her and then beat her. Women try to defend this, saying it says lightly, but even if it says lightly, would any woman be proud to say, my husband is good, sometimes he beat me lightly? Can any father have a daughter, and when he know that his son-in-law, if that's where they say it, beat his daughter even lightly, would he be proud? Or he will get sad? Because there is no love in marriage when husband beats his wife. There is no love in that. So you can see, for us Christians, we must love our wives the same as Christ loved the church. So there is no beating. If you love your wife, you will never refuse to share the bed with her. You will never refuse to love her. You will never beat her. Actually, beating is the most stupid thing a husband can ever think of, because beating your wife who gave who gave your children, who bears your children, who cooks for you, who makes drinks for you. What if, as a Christian parents, they said, what if he poisoned you? He can do that, and he will never need any effort to do that. He can just take a poison and put it in the food, and you come and eat it, and boom, you're gone. Or in the drink, and he wouldn't need any forces or any any efforts to do that, except but for you to beat her, you need to use some efforts to to beat, and that's actually a coward thing for a husband to do. A husband who beats his wife is a very coward. There is no actually, how could you even have this title of being husband yet you beat your wife? A husband must love his wife as Christ loved the church. So let me know, guys, what you think about this whole thing. You even noticed when Christian friends quote the Sunnah be the wood. Actually, yeah, Sunnah be the wood, which says the prophet said, a man will not be asked as to why he beats his wife, which means you can beat your wife and nobody's gonna ask you why, how, what was the reason. It's like your wife is a slave. You can do whatever you want. You can beat her. You can do whatever you want. A slave can be beaten, and nobody's gonna come and say, why did you beat your slave? Why did you kill your slave? So the same here. Their prophet said, a man will not be asked as to why he beats his wife. Maybe they will say this is daif, because you guys know the daif is like a escape plan, the master plan of escape for the Muslims. It's like a refugee for them, because if something goes against their wills, they will say it's daif, whether it's Quran, whether it's Sahih Hadith, whatever it is. If you show them, for example, sometimes when you show them that chapter 3 verse 34, so chapter 4 verse 34, where it says you can beat your wife, they will say, Quran doesn't say that, Arabic doesn't say that. If you show them in Arabic, they will say you need to read interpretations, that's tafsirs. If you show them tafsirs, they will say Allah knows. So every time they have like illogical answers they can provide for you, because playing games they are good in playing games, and you don't understand Arabic. You show them the Arabic, you need tafsir, you show them tafsir, Allah knows. Yeah, so let me know, guys, what you think about this whole thing. What do you think about how women are treated in Islam? What do you think why Muhammad married Aisha? Why you think Muslims have illogical explanation about this? Why do you think they even try to defend this? Because God forbid, if I get like a daughter and she's the same age as Aisha, 6 years old, and I found out that a person tried to make a 50 years old person tried to have sex activity with her, God forbid, I will do a crime. I will do a crime to that man because of trying to abuse my daughter. So I will never defend anything like that. I will never try to defend anything like that. And I think all of you guys, you are the same. So thanks, guys, for watching again. Please go ahead and check in the description. You're gonna find the 3 channels of Christian Prince. You can go ahead and click there, subscribe to his YouTube channels, and let me know what you think about this whole video. I do answer all of your comments. I read your comments. If you got some question, maybe I have an answer I can provide. If I don't, I will say that I don't know. I'm a student. I don't know everything. Only God knows everything. I'm just student. I learn everything. I learn new thing every day. So let's go ahead. If you do have some questions you have to ask, maybe you don't agree with Christian friends, just drop your thoughts down there in the comment section and we can discuss right there. So I think guys, we'll be back in another video, and let me know if you did find something you didn't like in this whole video. Maybe I can make some changes in the future. So again, take care. God bless you.